All right. Welcome to Drawn Out Live. How's everyone doing? All right. Welcome to Drawn Out
Uh-oh.
Live.
I
How's
hear
everyone
myself.
doing?
I imagine you guys hear myself too. Let's see, hang on.
All
I think I know what I'm
right.
doing here.
Welcome to
Alright, we should be good.
Yeah, so I set this all up myself over like the past couple days. If there's anything that goes wrong, it's all my fault. Are we still here in double? We shouldn't be here in double anymore, right? Does this count as a VTuber? I don't know. Let me think about that. See, I don't know. I have like different animations I can change to. I think they call this a PNG tuber, to be honest. The industry plan thing is hilarious. I can get angry. I can get angry. I played Marathon during the playtest, but I never bought the game. I never spent the 40 on it. That's, they're asking a little too much for that one, I think. I haven't tried mixtape. I've seen like a lot of seen like a lot of stuff about it. But I haven't even really seen gameplay of it. I don't really know what it is. How do I feel about being background noise while you play Fallout 4? That's fine. That's fine. I can deal with that. The PlayStation Plus increase might be a marathon Bungie tax after them losing so much money on this whole thing. That's actually I have a whole presentation about that too. Subnautica 2. I never played Subnautica 1 because I don't like water in video games. I just usually find it to be a bad mechanic. Now that one is like the grand exception because it's all about water in video game. It's like the whole thing. So yeah, I just never got into it's apparently a pretty scary game too, right? Like seems like a pretty terrifying game. I haven't played Forza yet. I did watch my friend play Forza and I didn't it just doesn't it just doesn't look super fun. You just kind of it looks like if you're into you got to be really into cars to like Forza, right? Uh, you got to like really enjoy the building side. I'm definitely gonna make videos on GTA 6. But I'm not like covering it a lot. I'm definitely not gonna spam out stuff like some other channels definitely do. I am still playing Crimson Desert. I just saw their new patch yesterday. I haven't tried it yet, but yeah. I'm not multi-streaming. I figured I will do Twitch maybe later. I just want to see how this went first with just YouTube. But yeah, I figured I might as well add Twitch to it if, it's not really that big of a deal. Indie games that I'm into are usually like have been roguelites. recently, like Slay the Spire, Darkest Dungeon. I don't know, is Slay the Spire even an indie game anymore with all the players that they have? How long does it take to draw a minute of a video? I mean, I know the channel's name is Drawn Out. I'm not really an artist. I don't that's kind of why, that's kind of why we're a stick figure. But yeah, to like generally to like make all of the bullet points for a video, that takes like 1 to 2 days. It really depends on what I'm like what I'm talking about. Like if I don't really know much about the topic, I have to do a lot more reading. I do like the Dishonored series. I have only like played them very like once through and then didn't really go back, but like, they are cool. I like them. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings Kingdom Come game we're definitely going to talk about. I have like I have a whole tab about that. A live react to the State of Play showcase, probably not that one. Maybe like that one's like, actually I guess it's not that close. Maybe I could have it all figured out by then. Definitely, I would love to live react to like the Bethesda one with Xbox. That'd be funny. My thoughts about all these thoughts questions. I mean, I do, you know, I did expect it. I did expect some questions for sure. I didn't try schedule one. It just graphically, it just didn't do it for. I didn't really couldn't get into it. Even watching my friend play it. I don't know if I'm sick. Uh, I definitely don't feel like I sound like I normally sound though. I feel that. I have received all of the hugs from Brazil. I've seen it on every single video. It's pretty amazing. The VOD is going to be posted after. I thought about making it members only, but I don't know. What's really the point in that? The character automatically moves when I talk. That's with it's called Reactive by Fujitech. It's like works with Discord, so I have to be in a Discord call for it to like activate. But then like I can switch the which animation it plays when I talk with the Stream Deck. So I can like point at this. I could be skeptical. Yeah, so for the actual stream, I planned on doing some sort of just like gaming news, that kind of stuff. Maybe react to some videos. I mean, there is one video I've always wanted to watch on stream, by Big Boss. He has three Bethesda videos I've always wanted to watch. So maybe we could do that. We'll find out. I don't have many like I don't love or hate the Discord verification stuff. Like it doesn't affect me. I don't use those chats that are pretty much the things getting hit. So I don't know, it just hasn't really ever bothered me. I get why people don't like it in general, even if they don't like that. But you know, it just I don't plan on giving him my ID, so. Do you watch a lot of YouTube in your spare time? It is all I do. It is, yeah. I mentioned this in my Fallout TV show, uh, sort of review. But yeah, I don't watch TV or I don't watch TV, movies, really anything but YouTube. I did own a PlayStation 1 and a PlayStation 2. Um, I owned a PlayStation 4 for a very short amount of time to play The Last of Us, and then I think that's the only PlayStations I've owned. I do have a whole presentation kind of sort of thing that I wanted to do about Destiny before we talked about this article here. So let's just do that real fast. Like I said, it's my first time here. I just got this all set up. I did it all myself, shockingly. Believe me, if it all falls apart, we'll know why. But yeah, Bungie, right? We all know them. They're pretty prolific in gaming. Mostly known for Halo, I would say. I would definitely argue the Halo series is what they are most known for. Uh, a lot of people seem to forget that they made Halo Reach. I actually think Halo Reach is my favorite Halo. It had like, yeah, it just had like the best like big team battles, and that was my favorite part about Halo. Like big team battles were so fun with my friends. Just like riding on a Gosshog while your friend drives through all the enemies and you just kill everything. So great. Loved Halo Reach. So this franchise has made about $10 billion in revenue. I mean, this is according to Google, of course. I don't fucking know. Has about 81 million units sold. I imagine I this part I don't know. This part is just like me thinking. I would imagine that this is like a bulk of this is probably the original trilogy, right? Like I would imagine maybe half. I would say maybe half at least is the original trilogy. I don't know. It just seems like they've so dropped the ball. And yeah, this is the entire franchise, of course. So that brings us right. That brings us to, of course, Destiny, Bungie's next claim to fame they've built over what 12 years or what first one came out in 2014, I believe. So yeah, like 12 years. Okay, so these all sold very well, but the free to play model we can't really like nail down numbers very well. It's a little it's just a little muddy. uh so yeah, they made lots of money. That's really the big takeaway. Bungie, of course, makes lots of money, or at least they made lots of money. So much money that Sony decided to buy them for $3.6 billion. And I wrote it out here because I feel like it just adds more weight when you get to see all those zeros. Man, $3.6 billion. Imagine what else you can get with that. What is that sound? I keep hearing that one. I don't know what that alert is. I tried so hard to get all the alerts under control, but I just keep getting one. All right. Sidetracked. So Bungie gets bought for 3.6 billion. Kind of crazy, right? I mean, we can all admit, kind of crazy. They like I said, they really only have Destiny. They didn't get to keep Halo. They really only have Destiny. So what else can you get for that kind of money? Well, of course, Disney bought Lucasfilm. This was in maybe 2012. I didn't write it down. I should have wrote it down. That's my bad. Maybe 2012. Something like that. Either way, with this they got Star Wars and I guess Indiana Jones. How about I didn't even know that Indiana Jones was like part of Lucasfilms. This was like when I was researching this, I learned that Indiana Jones was like part of Lucasfilms. So that's cool. Uh, they also got Industrial Light and Magic and Skywalker Sound, which are just really big in the film industry. You know, they were heavy in producing the Star Wars movies. Obviously, Skywalker Sound. So Disney paid $4 billion for this, and in 2022 money, when Bungie was acquired, that would have been about 5.2 billion. So it's more. I mean, it's more, but it's not like, you know, I feel like it's something. I feel like it's comparable. This is so much more value compared to, okay, it's jewels. That's what that's right there. You see that? That's what that sound is. All right. Also 6-7, hilarious. So what else can you get? So Marvel, Disney also bought Marvel. Man, Disney is good at this acquisition game, aren't they? Marvel started in 1939. They own thousands of characters in this industry, in the comic industry. And like arguably the most notable ones. I mean, about 10 world-renowned heroes that you can go any. Oh, see, look at that time. That time that sound happened, we didn't get a little pop up. What about what do you think about that? Wonder what that is. I really do wonder what that is. All right. Either way, you know, they got about 10 world-renowned heroes. You know, you got Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Wolverine, Deadpool, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Black Widow. I'd argue you can go pretty much anywhere in the world and like say these names and people will know what you're talking about. And that's just insane brand recognition. I mean, you don't get that everywhere. They have about 20 more huge household names. Like if you think about Thanos, you know, lots of people know who Thanos is. Tons of them. Tons of people know all of these heroes. They got this for, oh, of course there's endless merchandising potential, you know. They've already proven this. 4 billion, about 5.5 billion in 2022. I think this one was a little bit earlier than the Lucasfilm acquisition. So this one, yeah, this one went up more in value, I guess. That's how inflation works. Whatever. So, trying to think what the next slide is. Okay, right. So we got to remember, Sony bought Bungie for $3.6 billion, and they basically got Destiny out of it. Kind of crazy. I really don't understand how you can make a purchase like that. Did I say Thanos weird? Am I saying Thanos? Is that not how you say Thanos? Is it Thanos? Is it Thanos? It might be Thanos. All right, either way. So like I said, they got Destiny, and now I mean they have Marathon. That does bring us to this article real fast. So we just gotta. I mean, it's like, why even bother with the article? Because I'm sure if you know about Destiny, you have seen. Look at this. Ooh, shit. And bam, look at that. We got other scenes and stuff. Fancy around here. All right, so I'm sure if you know about Destiny, you know about this whole thing. Destiny 2, every end is a new beginning. I really don't see the need in reading the entire thing. But the gist of it is that they're going to release one more update for Destiny 2, and that's it. It'll come out on June 9th, 2026. And that'll be it. Yeah, so rest in peace, Destiny 2. I mean, it's not shutting down. Like they're not like taking it offline or something. You'll still be able to play it, but who knows? Who knows when that's gonna happen? Who knows? At the end, they say, "From the deepest part of our hearts, thank you, and we'll see you in the stars." How beautiful. Now, a lot of people might think like something like this is Like maybe they're making Destiny 3. But I have a couple. This one's about layoffs. Yeah. So they just there's some other articles that have been they've been talking about another. Okay, so these articles are talking about an article from Bloomberg, which I'd have to pay for Bloomberg if we were to read it directly from them, and I mean I'm not gonna do that. So they're according to Jason Schreier, apparently they are planning a lot of layoffs. I mean, it seems pretty obvious, right? If you're winding down Destiny 2's development and you only have Marathon to support the studio right now, apparently they don't plan to start Destiny 3 or a new spin-off for Destiny, which I mean, geez, crazy. This is one of those like to a lot of people, this is their S tier franchise. This is the pinnacle of gaming to them, and like to a lot of people, not to like a small audience. Destiny had a huge audience, and yeah, they just they have no plans to start working on a new one. Instead, we have to switch back to so instead they plan on continuing with Marathon with fucking Marathon, dude. And yeah, man, it must be a huge hit, right? It's got to be pulling players for them because Destiny, or Bungie is a huge studio, right? So like, winding down, you gotta be, man. How's Marathon doing? Oh, okay. So it's not doing great. I mean, these are just Steam numbers. I mean, these are just Steam numbers, right? So it's, it's not it's not the end of the world. And look, I also want to mention that if you like Marathon, please like Marathon. I don't I don't care. Like I know there's a lot of people there. I mean, there's clearly this many people at least that like Marathon. And yeah, that's great. It just isn't. It's not for me. And yeah, so and it's kind of empirical. It's kind of empirical evidence to just to against what Bungie thought was going to be the next big thing. I mean, if we want to compare Marathon to other properties, we could compare it to Fallout 76. I mean, these two games, right? If we do this, is it that different? Is it that different? I mean, like their peak players are almost spot on. The players at the moment, like I took these pictures at the same time. The players in the right now are, boy, they're real close, and I mean the peak isn't that far off, right? Geez, I mean, it's just this is Bungie. This is Bungie, folks. This is where we're at. So we can compare it to you see that? No shot that Fallout and Starfield had the same exact players right now when I took those pictures. They both had 35.95. I didn't even notice that when I took the pictures. Okay. Kind of wild. Yeah. All right. So they're really close to Marathon though. Just kind of wild. Even Destiny 2 is right down there with them. Yeah. I know it's kind of a meme at this point to compare Steam charts, but it does it does matter, right? Like, it does matter. Like, there's something to be said about these player counts, and I don't think it's good. I don't think the thing to be said is good. Uh, I mean, and it's not. It's clearly not just an extraction shooter problem, right? Uh, like we have Arc Raiders. I mean, it's fallen, right? Like, if you really think about it, it is kind of fallen almost off of a cliff, really. I mean, maybe not off of a cliff, but like they were pulling very good numbers for a long time. Uh, and man, it just not doing as amazing as it was, right? Uh, but yeah, it just shows like it's not just because Marathon is an extraction shooter. I mean, just like people do enjoy extraction shooters, but this being said, I will say Arc Raiders is probably the exception to the rule. Like extraction shooters are a very niche game mode when done the way Tarkov did it, and we'll get to that in a second here. But yeah, like I said, Bungie thought excuse me. Bungie thought extraction shooters were going to be the next big thing, right? They they thought that they were going to be like the next MMORPG of their time, or like arcade shooters, like when Call of Duty was just the biggest thing in the world. Battle royales, that's a big example there. They thought extraction shooter would fit right on this list, basically. This isn't like people think this. This was like directly told to game develop or to game reviewers who like went and tested Marathon. Like Bungie straight up told them that extraction shooters were the next big thing, and this is like it's gonna take off and all that. So man, I don't know. I think that extraction shooters don't fit on this list. I gotta be honest. You know, uh, they just aren't. They don't have that mass appeal. It's a little bit of history actually on the extraction shooter. A lot of people don't know this whole game mode. Okay, I gotta preface this by saying the Division did have an extraction sort of like thing. Uh, Before I think anyone. I think they might have been like the first one with a pseudo extraction mode, but it's the Tarkov extraction loop that really everybody is copying here. Uh, and this was an accident by Battlestate. BSG is Battlestate Games, and they made Tarkov. Okay, so this is an accident, right? So it was supposed to be just a temporary mechanic until Tarkov could be an open world game, which is what they wanted. uh, they never wanted this extraction feature. They always wanted all of the maps to be together, and Tarkov was going to be an open world thing. That never happened, and that will never happen. By the way, that's like that's a dream if anyone still thinks that. But yeah, this just became the extraction mode. Just kind of became part of Tarkov over time. And of course, everybody's copying it now. But it's a very niche game mode, and you know, like I said, Arc Raiders is the exception, but it is much more casual of a game. It is it's third person. There's just a lot of you can like revive enemies and stuff, which is like just there's going down to begin with. I like I said, I haven't played Marathon very much. I don't know if there's like a down mechanic, but yeah, Arc Raiders is just much more casual in a lot of different ways. Something I thought about the other day was that Arc Raiders is uh probably it's like made for console in a way, and that's kind of why I think I feel that it's hard for me to get into. It's very streamlined as an extraction shooter, and it just feels very to me. Uh, yeah, it is bubble wrap Tarkov. That's a very funny thing to say. Uh, so the problem with Marathon is that it went hardcore like Tarkov, in my opinion, because the developers like Tarkov. Like I think the Bungie devs got caught up playing Tarkov all night, and made their version of a Tarkov. This is actually like this is I believe the exact same story of why Elden Ring Night Rain exists. Is it not? Didn't the I don't forgive me, I don't know his name. The like main developer behind those games, didn't he get super sucked into Tarkov? I remember hearing this. I don't know if it's like super true or anything. Don't take my word for this. I just heard that he got super sucked into Tarkov and that inspired him to make Night Rain. So Tarkov is just, if this is true, then Tarkov is just inspiring so many so many games. Miyazaki, is that his name? Yeah, I think that's right. That sounds right. I'm bad with names. Please don't make fun of me. So the problem with Marathon is new players enter into the arena and they just get immediately destroyed. Redhead Media, don't worry about being late. I'm gonna have all this uploaded to my second channel, right? So I'm gonna take segments of this and then upload it to the second channel, and then that'll be like the stream segment channel. All right. So new players get destroyed as soon as they enter Marathon. It's kind of, I mean, this has been a problem with Tarkov for a long time. It's hard for a new player to get into Tarkov without knowing someone, without having a friend to help them through a little bit. This is why Tarkov actually has an entire Sherpa system. You can join a Discord, and there are people there that BSG not employs. I mean, I wouldn't say they employ them, but they incentivize them to help other players. Man, I really wish I could find out what that fucking lore does. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out later. But yeah, so this is a problem. Marathon, you get destroyed. I'm assuming it's kind of a similar thing where if you have a good friend in Marathon who's good at the game and has lots of in-game cash, he can probably help you through. But it's just kind of one of those games, and that's just a niche game. I'm sorry, that's just a niche game. You don't get Destiny 2 numbers off of a game like that. You just don't. And from what I've heard, Marathon is just PvP warfare with all of the top level players. Just every single game, they go in with the best gear they can, and they don't care if they die because they have infinite money essentially because they've figured out the game. I mean, yeah, once you figure out a game like this, you can just farm money so fast. So yeah, Marathon Steam players, it just doesn't have mass appeal. It's not that game. Not that game, bro. Just doesn't. It won't be in Arc Raiders. It won't. You can't play this game super casually, which you can very casually play Arc Raiders. The thing is too that I feel is like it's not competing with like the AAA hits of the day, right? It's clearly not competing with Forza, right? There's no competition here. And it's not competing with the established IP of yesterday, that people still play all the time, like Counter-Strike, like fucking Rainbow Six Siege, all these games that people cannot stop playing. Yeah, it's not competing with either of those things. It's competing with niche hardcore games like Dark and Darker. Now, I took this screenshot during when Dark and Darker had an update, so that's why they have 1,100 players online. But you could see by their 24-hour peak, they are about the same thing as Marathon. And this is who Marathon is competing with: the gamers that like very hardcore games that punish you for dying and make it a pain in the ass to do anything. This is the competition. Which this brings me to a problem, right? Oh, and here's Tarkov too. Kind of funny. Tarkov's main player base is certainly not on Steam. like Tarkov does not have the bulk of their players loading them up through Steam. It's definitely just through the BSG launcher, like we always have. Uh, and even Tarkov is beating Marathon on Steam. I mean, whatever. So this brings me to a problem, you know. Uh, Bungie's employee count is 850 people. Now, if you don't have Destiny 2 to work on anymore, and if you don't have a bustling live service game in Marathon, and instead you have a niche hardcore game with Marathon, do you really think that they're gonna keep the 850? There's no way. There's no way they're keeping the 850. For example, Battlestate Games has been making Tarkov for since 20. They released an alpha in 2017, but they were making it probably I think since 2015. I want to say. Uh, Either way, they've been making Tarkov for probably over 10 years now. They have 80 to 140 employees. We don't have a hard number because, I mean, obviously, they're a very private company. But this is the amount of people that it takes to run a niche hardcore game. It does not take 850. That is for sure. Yeah, someone just said the player to developer ratio is crazy. That is very true. That is very true. 850 employees to a peak of 12,000 players on Steam. On Steam, of course, we have to remember. I mean, still, that's an insane ratio. Okay. So this is a big problem too. Sony reported an impairment loss of $765 million when related to Bungie. So it's just them admitting that they paid way too much. I mean, I don't think they took enough. They took enough money off here. I think next quarter we might see another one. Who knows? But yeah, that just kind of look. I don't. I'm not. Nobody wants to see people get laid off or anything. Like obviously, like nobody is hoping that for Bungie. It's just that's what's gonna happen. Like there's obviously no other way around it. There's no way stopping that train. Really, it's gonna happen. So I think that's my. Is that it? Yeah, that was my Bungie presentation. I do have. Let's see, I gotta figure out. Let's see if I hit this. Okay, we're learning on the fly here. And then this one. All right, so this is like that article by Engadget where they go over the Bloomberg article, and it's Jason Schreier, man. He don't miss. Like, I mean, people like or dislike Jason Schreier. I don't care. All that matters is his track record, and his track record is it's on point. He don't miss. He don't miss. So yeah. He says that there's layoffs coming. So there's layoffs coming. I'm curious about how many it's gonna be because, like I said, 850 that's a huge development studio for such a small game. And if you're not starting up a new Destiny, like a new project, then fuck, you're paying people for what? Yeah. I have this so yeah, I got a slide, we got a thing for this. All right. So this is man, Azty Cross. I think it's Azty? Azty? Is that his name? Azty, I think. He is a huge Destiny creator. I don't, like I said, not a huge Destiny person myself. But I have seen this guy's name around when it comes to Destiny. So he's definitely, yeah, this guy said, yeah, someone said Mr. Destiny himself. So I assume he's quite big in the community. I saw some of this video. I just wanted to watch this small part here where he talks about what this means to him. I feel like this is important.
But I did tell you when we ended yesterday's stream, I said that if news comes out that layoffs were going to occur, then that pretty much seals it, guys. That pretty much seals it. So actually, not that long after our stream ended yesterday, Jason Schreier actually drops the news that Bungie plans layoffs after ending Destiny 2 development. And Jason, he's, I mean, I don't know what his batting average is, but it's up there, man. Normally when he's reporting on something, it follows through exactly how it follows through. And he's also called it the last few times that there were layoffs. He's very accurate. Long story short, guys, I don't think we're going to get another Destiny game. I think June is probably going to be it. I don't think we're going to get a Destiny Classic. I don't think we're going to get a Destiny 3. I think we're going to play this last update, and I think this is truly Bungie's send-off. The folks that have been working their ass off to try to throw everything they can into this June expansion. This is their love letter to us and their goodbye. And I think this is probably going to be it, boys. And I know that sucks, man. That sucks on so many levels, and I can't even... Not even a single stream, not even a single day can I just consolidate all my thoughts and feelings on what Destiny and what you guys and what this community has meant to me over the years.
All right, so the point is, right, he a lot of people are like, I see someone, saying that he copes a lot about Destiny, but there's no cope here. He is fully fully on the there is no more coming train, which is just shocking to me. Like, how do you have such a huge franchise that people so clearly love, and you're just... It makes me, like, when you think about it, it could be like this for Fallout. We could have, like, if Bethesda was even worse... Okay, I really got to fix the chat for this. As we can see, the chat here is not... I got to fix it. So hang on, we can switch back to the other one. So the... Okay, it's not great here either. Yeah, I gotta do some adjustments. But either way, it's just like we could have had this for Fallout, right? Had Bethesda been just worse than they already are, right? It's almost like... It's like, thank God. Thank God that Fallout isn't going through the Destiny treatment right now. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, I just... Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
People will buy anything.
Oh. Thank you for the... Thank you. Oh, hang on, I can point. Thank you for the doodle sign up. Master of Mundus, 1304. Member for 3 months. Actually, thank you for the 3 months. Sorry, that's how we do this. That's how you do it. That's how streamers talk. Yeah, Todd jump scare. Yeah, we have some custom notifications that I tried. Yeah, don't speak too soon. If Elder Scrolls 6 flops, there may not be a Fallout 5. I agree. I agree. I like if I mean, the problem is, right? Well, I guess it's not a problem. I guess it's a blessing. But the thing is with Elder Scrolls 6, I just can't ever see a world where it flops. It's just one of those things that will it will succeed no matter what, I believe, because there are just so many people. Like Skyrim, people love it, and if pretty weird that Microsoft would just let Fallout sit there for years with no new game. Pretty stupid. Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah. That is something that keeps me up at night. Yeah, it is crazy. We obviously have Fallout 3 remaster coming at some point, They're gonna release that. I'm sure, but until then, I mean, I'll buy Elder Scrolls 6 regardless. Yeah, same. Me too. It doesn't matter. Literally, like with or without this YouTube channel, I would have bought Elder Scrolls 6 regardless. There would be no question about it, really. Gamer says we're not getting Fallout 3 remaster. Let's be honest. I don't know. I'm pretty confident that it's definitely coming. I just don't, you know. There's like it's too official for those leaks, and then with just how popular Fallout became during the whole show thing. Also, I mean, too with Microsoft and what they're doing with Xbox now. I mean, they're looking for games. If they need games right now, because if they really want to make a return with Project Helix, then they need stuff. Yeah, I think Destiny 3 would be a reset. It's crazy to me that they're not making that. It's insane that it hasn't been in development for a while, right? Like it's kind of it's really something, really something. We do have, of course, the Warhorse stuff. This one's like some of the best news we've had in gaming. Wait, yeah, this is some of the best news we've had in gaming in a long time, I think. I don't I can't imagine like much better news than this. It's finally something good for Lord of the Rings, you know? This poor franchise when it comes to gaming. But I do my biggest question with this whole thing is I wonder what I wonder what they're gonna do with the magic, because do we have any Lord of the Rings experts in chat? Because I like what's the I watched the movies. It's just like a while ago, a long time ago. I'm not like the biggest Lord of the Rings enthusiast. I watched the movies a long time ago. Really liked the world and everything. It's this guy said magic is the gamer said magic isn't really a magic. Okay, so it's not really magic heavy setting. Okay, so there's not much magic in Lord of the Rings. Okay, because I mean there's wizards, right? So I figured that there would be more. More like miracles. They're very rare. Okay. I'm doing great, Big Bash. Yeah, it's an interesting shift for them, right? Because they're like KCD is so grounded in reality. I mean, of course, like this is like I know big meme. Like no game is realistic. Blah blah blah. But like it makes a great attempt at being grounded in reality. So this is like a switch to a fantasy world. Which is I'm very curious how they do things. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm just like I haven't even really said what's going on. Warhorse, the makers of KCD, are making a Lord of the Rings RPG. Apparently, and I don't know if it says in this article or anything, but I I know a quote from one of the developers. I believe they said something on Twitter. I don't know. They said that it's going to be an huge immersive RPG, which is, you know, what I'd expect from Warhorse. I think the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be the best selling of Bethesda and the biggest. Yeah, well, it might. It probably might. Probably might be the best selling Bethesda game ever. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Beating Skyrim will be definitely a feat. We'll see. We'll see. Because games can hit that like 5 million mark. Like a really good game can hit 5 million. You know, like Resident Evil 9, fucking Crimson Desert. Like these games can hit 5 million sales. And like that's a good mile point. That's a good point to hit. Like nice and early, like within like a week or two of release. If you hit 5 million, that's pretty huge. Yeah, Skyrim is at like, according to like some sources, Skyrim is at like 60 million. Skyrim's at like 60 million copies. That's a lot. It will be hard for Elder Scrolls 6 to top Skyrim's success. Do I think this will release in over or under 4 years from now? Well, more news with Casey with Warhorse is that they're also making Kingdom Come Deliverance 3. Man, there's that sound again. I have no idea what that is. um, but yeah, they're apparently making Kingdom Come Deliverance 3. Man, I don't, you know, these guys have two apparently pretty big games. This one, I've heard this one might be smaller in scope than 1 or 2, just because of how fast they are. They're turning it out. I could make this bigger, making this kind of hard on everybody to say. But like yeah, I've heard that they could be making this this a smaller game, but I don't know. Could be, they could, yeah. Yeah, someone in chat or Kyle, I should say the names. Kyle said pretty sure it's a spin-off, not KCD 3. Yeah, it could definitely be. This says Kingdom Hearts 3 officially announced. I'm not sure if oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, the title of the article is clickbait. Kingdom Come Deliverance 3 is not officially announced, but they have announced a new Kingdom Come adventure that is separate to the Middle Earth adventure. So yeah, it could definitely be like a spin-off game. Either way, I'm very excited for that. Kingdom Come, this is actually, if we ever like, God, sorry, one stream in the future, I want to do where I just play Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, because I've never played 1. I've played some of 2, but I've never played 1, and I really, really want to. And I think it would be best to do it on stream. Like, why not? So yeah, that'll definitely probably happen at some point. Someone said it could just be a DLC. Yeah, it also could just be a DLC, I guess, too. Okay, but the original question was when I when I think that this would release. And I'm not optimistic. It would definitely, I mean, in my opinion, it would definitely be, this is like a 2030 or beyond game. This is not in the 2020s, I don't think. Are you by chance going to cover Gearbox and Randy Pitchford's ego destroying games like Alien Colonial Marines and Borderlands? Yeah, I would love to do a video on Randy. Randy's a funny guy. He's got a lot of memorable moments. I have not heard of Agent 64. There's that sound again. Have I seen any good movies lately? I don't watch I just don't watch movies. I have a I have a real problem with acting. Like the maybe even writing. Yeah, maybe even writing uh is the more problem. It's just like I just find it my suspension of disbelief is very hard to achieve. And I can't get into much very heavily produced media like that, which is why I'm very much more into YouTube and that kind of stuff. I played the Walking Dead Telltale game a long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah, I expect the Resident Evil Code Veronica remake rumors to be true. Can't think of his name right now on Twitter. I can't think of that name, but he's always pretty damn accurate with his leaks and such. He seems to really know someone at Capcom. How did I learn to draw so good? Yeah, I mean, took years of practice. Went to art school. I actually have my master's in art. Uh, so I'm just I'm an expert. I can Mona Lisa up a painting pretty fast. Knights of the Old Republic enjoyer. This is a game that I played when I was a kid, and I don't remember it much. I've also just never been a huge Star Wars guy. I like the how about this? I like the lore behind Star Wars. Like I like watching like just lore videos about Star Wars, but I don't like watching the movies. Yeah, I have a doctorate in doodling. That is true. Where did I get the idea for the drawn out theme? Okay. So the so the guy, little stick figure, and the desk. This is like, I mean, I don't want to say it's 1-to-1, but it's pretty damn close to CGP Gray's setup. um, CGP Gray is, if you don't know him, he's just one of the goats of of YouTube. Yeah, let me. Okay. So CGB Gray, he's just he's always done sort of stuff like this. I inverted it obviously with the I got a dark mode everything. I cannot stand white screens. So yeah, the setup and stuff is heavily derived from CGP Grey. Like right here, for example. This is a setup of his desk and stick figure setup. And then I mean another big inspiration for this whole thing was Good Enough. I guess more so the thumbnails were good enough. I just kind of like uh he's kind of the thing that his channel was kind of the thing that told me like people still enjoy like the simple animation style. When I saw this channel just going crazy, I was like, well, why? I mean, it seems easy enough. Yeah, I don't see. There's not a resemblance in the art style. I wouldn't say. The thumbnails I did like. This is like in my most of my thumbnails. It's my guy pointing to the topic, which is kind of what he does here. But this was more just like showing me that simple animation still is strong. But CGB Grey was the more direct inspiration for. Yeah, I've seen Trust Me Bro before. And then hilariously, actually, Big Boss, this channel, he was a big inspiration for I mean, just like obviously he makes Bethesda criticism videos. But he's just a big inspiration for the whole like kind of showing me that people will tune in to Bethesda content. Like obviously there's plenty of Bethesda creators, but Big Boss just he does it the best in my opinion. I never did play Destiny 2. I did hear about its death, and you can watch the entire presentation I did on it on my other channel when I upload the VOD because we already did a whole thing on that. Also, someone Sam brought up Mr. Maddie. I big fan. I've watched Maddie's content for probably like a decade, right? He's been doing this forever. I do have an opinion on No Man's Sky. I think it's unfortunate that that game came out and possibly steered Todd into making Starfield. I don't know. I don't think it really has any relation, but they like I just think Todd was a big fan of No Man's Sky, and that might have inspired a lot of his lesser attempts at copying that game in Starfield. Steam hardware. I want a Steam Deck, but like I also don't know when I would use it. I sit at my house mostly. So I don't know when I would really use a Steam Deck much. The Steam like the Game Box, I forget what it's called right now. What are they called? What are they releasing? I don't know. They're releasing the Steam Box to something. It's the Steam Machine, that's the one. Yeah. I feel like it might be a little like who's it for type thing. Like I don't know who's really who really it really is going to depend on the price, right? Because it's essentially a console that doesn't play console games. Like it's a console that you can't get the console deals on. The whole reason for buying like an Xbox or a PlayStation, I'd say more so a PlayStation, would be like the exclusive games, right? But you don't really get that with a Steam box, Steam machine. So So it's just kind of like a worse PC. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I really. It's really going to depend on the price for that thing because I just kind of don't know who it's for. But the Steam Deck, I think, is like an incredible. Like that's an amazing piece of tech. My friend has that thing. He loves it. I want one, but yeah, it's a. Yeah, Sharon. There are millions of games. I don't know about millions, but there are tons of games that are like essentially exclusive to Steam. So I understand like it as a console competitor could represent that. But you could also always get all of those on a PC that is also does way more things and stuff, and you know. Yeah, Skyman. If it's cheap enough, it is a perfect living room PC. Absolutely. If it is priced correctly, then I could absolutely see it like just being for your big TV, for example. That you can like easily just switch like, oh, I'm playing Crimson Desert on my PC. Let me just switch to my big TV instead on my Steam machine, and it'll instantly like transfer everything. Hopefully, yeah, that'd be great. Ukayuki said it is a PC, as they explained and showed doing someone doing Blender on it. Okay. Okay. I didn't I guess I either saw that and forgot it or didn't see that. But yeah, if it is like a fully fledged PC, then and it runs I guess some like other I've seen multiple times now it runs on Linux. Which I did know that. Like I know Steam's OS is a Linux based thing. But yeah, it could be amazing. I'm definitely not saying it's not like a good thing. It just yeah, really depends on the price. Really depends on the price. Like really depends on the price. Which is probably a hard thing to nail down right now, but they're gonna they're Valve, they'll figure it out, right? So, yeah. Someone said it was, or some I keep saying someone. I want to say your names. Ina the arthropod said it will definitely be more powerful than and useful than a console. And yes, I do agree. Like now the only thing is like it also depends on like man do I hate dude Rockstar sucks. Like this whole console exclusivity thing for GTA is seriously a drag, a huge bummer. I really like I can't I can't imagine uh how that I don't know. I can't imagine how those deals work. It's got to be Sony and Microsoft doing this, right? Like I don't know. Why would Rockstar willingly do this? I guess a lot of people say it's to double dip, right? But it's fucking weird, man. I hate it. I hate it so much. They're gonna make me buy a console to play this fucking game. And like and normally I wouldn't do that, but like with the whole YouTube channel thing, I mean, I kind of want to keep up on the biggest entertainment launch in history. So I don't know. Yeah, backdoor deals and double dipping for sure. Yeah, it's like there has to be some shit with the console manufacturers. Uh oh yeah, the gaming hippie. Yeah, if you're a PC player, you don't get to play GTA 6 on launch. You gotta spend and now you have to spend like crazy amounts on a console because they all just keep increasing in price. Okay, so Jay the Magnus said, if you look into GTA Online shark card sales, the console market is almost 5-1 compared to PC. Maybe that could be the reason they're pro console. Yeah, so Rockstar games are, and Bethesda games, to be honest, a lot of these like major AAA releases are just mostly console based. Like a lot of, like, it just console is still the larger market for your Forzas and for your fucking Resident Evils and all that stuff. And yeah, especially with like Rockstar and Bethesda, those two have always been super console focused, which is weird with Bethesda because obviously all of the modding and everything, but they're still so big on console. That's a good question. What's your bet for the price of GTA 6? Okay. So I've had this kind of this theory for a while. I think that they will release GTA 6 at $70. A lot of people, and I get it. It's like obviously like they can kind of control this this potential price increase in gaming, right? Just with one move, just make GTA 6 $80 and then boom, everybody else follows suit, $80, $80, $80, $80. I just don't see it. I just don't see it being super beneficial to Rockstar or Take-Two to increase it to 80. Some people are real wild with it. They think it'll be like $100 for the base game. I think that's crazy. I don't you know, it would be such bad PR, right? Why would you spend all of this time being so meticulous with everything with this game, from like I'm sure every marketing move is like just discussed ad nauseum around board tables. And then to just like throw away so much of that, I mean, quote unquote goodwill, right? For as much as Rockstar has goodwill, to just throw it all away though for to increase the price $10. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. Now that said, there will be you can give that, they will allow you to give them money. Like if you want to give them more money, oh, they'll take it. Like if you want to give them I'm sure there will be $120, $150 edition maybe. Like I'm sure there'll be editions and you can pick whichever one you want. But I think the base one will be $70. I think it's gonna be standard, like because that's just the new standard, obviously. But I think GTA 6 will be locked at 30 FPS. I assume you mean on console. But I mean, I'm just not educated enough on console power to make that assessment. It's just kind of like, I think Rockstar particularly is actually, I think they're amazing at optimization and like making their games run good. I think that's like a big deal to them. So I think that they'll have it at 60. Maybe not on like the absolute base console. I don't know. Because there's like a bunch of different consoles now you can get with all these different power modes and settings. Yeah, exactly too. Lippy said, I don't think they'll make it like $120 or whatever because of how much money they make on online. Yeah, it's just like it's the base price is like, I mean, $70 is already thank you for $70. Now buy our online shit because that's like really what that's really where they make all their money. Is those whatever the shark card equivalent will be in GTA 6. I'm sure it might even be the same thing. I mean, they've already why change the branding? Yeah, Destiny 2 is canceled, Monkey. Shutting down tomorrow, actually. They ran out of money. How long do I think GTA Online servers will run post GTA 6 launch? Boy, that's a big one. You know? I don't know what they're gonna do with the GTA 5 online version. I don't know if they're gonna like counter strike it, where like they can't, because like it's a paid game, right? So they can't just like switch GTA Online to GTA 6 now, and you can't access it without GTA 6, can they? Will they do that? I don't know. I think GTA 5 probably makes so much money that it's like, why would you even interfere with that ecosystem at all? Just drop GTA 6. Whoever wants to stick with GTA 5 and continue buying their fucking shark cards or whatever, just, continue doing that. Skate Mafia said, I only play Xbox, and I don't believe they're headed in the right direction, even with all the points in my new video. Yeah, I don't know. Like obviously they're owned by Microsoft, so literally anything could happen. It just seems like on the surface they've been making better moves. I mean, surely you agree with the price discount on Game Pass, right? That's got. I mean, everybody is a fan of that. Will I ever play GTA 7? I don't know, man. That might be like a grandkid game. Will I ever do a GTA 6 gameplay video? I mean, not definitely not in like a not like a tips and tricks video. I wouldn't say. I'm not gonna do anything like that. But I will be making GTA videos on. I really want to. I mean, this is just a thought. Of course, I'm just thinking out loud here. But I think wouldn't it be? It's I think Any Austin, he makes some very fun videos. I mean, uh, I think like his I'm not gonna stand in front of a green screen, okay? Don't expect any of that. But I just think he makes very fun like looking into the games and what's there videos. And like that's something I aspire to do one day. Yeah, can't wait for any Austin's GTA 6 Power Lines video. I wonder if he's had any impact on the like on just Rockstar's like I'm sure because I'm sure Rockstar has seen I'm sure someone at Rockstar has seen the videos and they're like, well, damn, I mean, this didn't make any sense. Maybe we should like correct that little thing that he mentioned for the next game. Have I ever thought about making longer format videos like a game analysis or covering interesting topic much more in depth? Uh, yeah. Definitely have thought about it. It's like I really like there are some videos on YouTube that are like 45 minutes to an hour long that I about like say a game, right? Just like going into the real meat and potatoes of what makes a game a game. And I think yeah, I would definitely Crimson Desert is the game I would love to make a very long video on. Uh that's a huge undertaking though, of course. Gonna have to master the segue into the sponsor segment video to rival any Austin. So, so sponsors are weird. Like I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I can't work with these people. Like, yeah. Not that I haven't like entertained like many offers or anything because I just know where it always leads. They always want like a 60-second integration, and they want like mentions here and there, and they want you to read from like they want you to read like points that they have. I'm not. I can't do that. Like I can't. They want you to like show them the video before you publish it. Fuck, dude. Like, when I the second I finish the video, and that's when I upload it. Uh, like when I upload a video at 10 a.m., it's because I was up all night making the video. It's not because I woke up at 10 a.m. and decided now I'm gonna post it. Do I think Elder Scrolls 6 will even be a decent game? Yeah, I think it will be at least a decent game because I think that they're just gonna go with the Skyrim formula. I don't think there's gonna be crazy, uh, crazy changes from how you explored the world in Skyrim to how you explore the world in Elder Scrolls 6. Uh, how long do sponsors take to watch the video? I don't know because I've never taken one. I've never gotten to that point because yeah, I just can't deal with them. But I assume that they're pretty quick on it. Fallout 5 by 2028. That's so funny. No, no, that's not happening. Have I seen the Star Wars mod for Starfield? I have, and that is crazy that exists to me. Like I cannot believe that that Disney allows that to exist. I do want to make another Starfield video of me just playing the game like I did before, and I think I would like to try that mod if I did that. Like I think that mod would be the only thing to make it more bearable. Yeah, Fallout 5 is definitely 2030 plus. Probably like 2030, probably mid 2030s. I, I've just been reading chat the whole time. We do have some other things like Take Two suggests company may acquire more dev studios in the near future. Yeah, it's kind of like what the hell are they talking about here? Who the hell do they want? Someone mentioned and I gotta re-chat again. Monkey said Fallout 76 broke power armor somehow. I'm kind of interested about because I know a lot about 76. I haven't heard about that yet. But yeah, Take Two apparently wants to acquire more studios. I don't think this article mentions anything about what studio. But I guess Zelnick answered a call in the earnings call, or answered a question in the earnings call. What did he say? Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I guess right here. I'm proud to say that all of our acquisitions have turned out to be creative and successful in our nearly 2-decade period, Zelnick said. That's pretty breathtaking for corporations. It's not generally the case. And I think that's because we're immensely disciplined. You're not going to see us doing deals hand over fist or assume. Oh, I mean, you guys own 2K, right? That releases like a slop sports game, like 3 slop sports games every year or something like that, right? They made power armor delete itself if you modify it, I think. That is certainly something. I will check on that. Yeah, 2K has never been very good in my opinion. Yeah, I've never... Dude, sports, if there's one thing I don't play, it is fucking sports games. I mean, I do play Rocket League, which, I mean, I don't know if you call that a sports game, but that's the closest thing you'll get me to with a sports game. Yeah, 2K, I can't do any of that garbage. Do you think we'll ever have a Max Payne game ever again? I don't know. Who owns Max Payne? I'm sure someone knows in chat. Who owns Max Payne? I assume Take-Two. That's why you brought that up. I remember playing those as a kid though, on the Rockstar. Oh yeah, Rockstar. That is true. Yeah, that's true. Rockstar. Yeah. I don't know if we'll ever get another Max Payne game if Rockstar owns it. Kind of like asking if we ever get like an LA Noire sequel, right? I don't know. Sports games definitely pushed microtransactions into video games, I believe. They certainly had a part. They certainly played a big part. I think Valve was a huge microtransaction advocator. I mean, and by the way, like too, I don't even hate microtransactions. I partake in microtransactions in games that I like. Like in Dark and Darker, I love Dark and Darker. In that game, I'll buy a skin if I like the skin. You release it, sure, I'll fucking buy the skin. I don't care. It's just like, yeah, some games obviously take it to an extreme level. Like it's crazy. Okay, sorry, I was Did I ever attempt YouTube before this channel? Yeah, I mean, I've had smaller, like literally a few video channel attempts, but not anything crazy. The main thing, I was an editor for other channels, which I am not allowed to disclose. Were there any other YouTubers that I took a little inspiration from when making this channel? Yeah, I talked about it earlier. The main one is CGP Grey. He was definitely the like if you just look at the this thumbnail right here, you can kind of see some resemblance. Need some need some background music to cut through dead air. Yeah, I don't, man, I'm just not a music guy. Gotta admit. It's it's just not ever been like there's like obviously there's songs I love. There's songs that yeah. I've just when I'm just doing stuff, just sitting around, I've never been like if I'm playing a game or something, I don't know, maybe then. Play a video game OST. Yeah, that's definitely like I love like the Baldur's Gate 3 background music and stuff. I also just don't know. I have to like kind of talk to people about. I don't know how that works with streaming. I don't know how that works at all. I don't know if like all of that stuff will get claimed or what. Yeah, I should get Todd Howard soundboards. There are some that play with like members and donations and stuff, but I don't have them like pre-programmed or anything on the Stream Deck. My favorite soundtrack in gaming? Jeez. I love certain games menu musics. Like menu musics really get me sometimes. Like Baldur's Gate 3, that one's one that always comes to mind. That one has like amazing menu. It's just like when you're in the game too, like just like the atmospheric music that plays. Baldur's Gate 3 is like probably might be my favorite, like as far as the entire work of art together. Baldur's Gate 3. Who's my favorite studio in the industry? My favorite studio in the industry. Right now, it might be Pearl Abyss because they are showing that it's really not that hard. You know, they're showing that like if players want something, then you can update your fucking game and give it to them. It's really not that big of a deal. Like they just they just they take feedback and then they release an update. They've been releasing updates almost weekly, if not bi-weekly, for that game since it released. And yeah, it's been so much of those updates have been like fan feedback and stuff. And they've been willing to like basically admit that they're wrong. They've been willing to like they've been willing to just completely axe certain features of the game that players did not like, or not. I mean, I wouldn't say axe features, just like completely change how certain things worked based on player feedback. Yeah, like a big one is there was no fucking stash box, dude. Like it was just upgrade your character's inventory, and that was it. That was where you held stuff. And then they added a stash box, and then in a more recent update, they added like a bunch of boxes, like kind of like how V Rising, not exactly how V Rising, but like a lot of games kind of have like individual boxes for certain items. So like in Crimson Desert, now they added a gatherables box where you can throw everything in that box that you collect, and you can just craft anything from it. You don't have to like go and grab that material. Like they've added so much quality of life. Here's that sound again. I don't know what that sound is still. This will be available as a VOD, yeah. My thoughts on One Lost Games. I've never think I've ever heard of them. Tainted Grails menu music goes hard. I haven't played that yet, but I did buy it. That's one that I bought, and maybe we could do that one on stream too, like how I want to do KCD. We could also do Tainted Grail. I bet that'd be fun. Also, like the VOD will be on like the Drawn Out channel, but then I'm gonna upload stream segments to the notes channel, the other channel. Yeah, the Bungie news is sad. Very sad. Very the big B's. Bethesda, Bungie, and Blizzard. They have all fallen so far from grace. I don't have thoughts on Deadlock because I haven't played it, but Valve is definitely like doing. It's an interesting experiment, you know. It's like a game that they're only losing money on right now, and I guess the thought is eventually, you know, they're kind of treating it like a startup almost. Have you ever played Battlefield? Like I've played the older Battlefields. I never played Battlefield 6. I just don't. I've played Delta Force, which is like a free Battlefield, but it also has like an extraction game mode. It has a lot like Delta Force. I like it. Delta Force is fun. But yeah, not a Battlefield person. Do I listen to any gaming podcasts? I don't think so. I don't think so. I have like, yeah, I don't think so. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I don't watch no like gaming like there's like a the only one I can really like gaming podcast I could think of that's like decently big would be like kind of funny, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think these guys are kind of funny. They're not I just yeah, I'm not a huge fan of their content. Thoughts on BioShock? It was like really, really cool. I liked BioShock on the Xbox 360, but then I only played the first one. Never played apparently I missed out because a lot of people like BioShock 2 and stuff, but I just never got around to it. How much Elder Scrolls lore would I say I know? Not much. I am a Fallout fan. When it comes to Bethesda, I am like 94% Fallout, 6% Elder Scrolls. And 0% Starfield. That sound again? Do I think Xbox is screwed? I don't think right now. I think no. I mean, Xbox has one of the largest like fallbacks in the world right now with Microsoft. So I don't think they're. I think Satya is giving Xbox a much longer leash than they've had with Phil for a long time. What's the split via the Fallout games? Well, it would probably be like definitely heavy on the New Vegas side. But then also like it would be New Vegas would be first, but then 76 would hilariously be second as far as like just because I gotta say I don't love Fallout 4. I don't love Fallout 4. 76, at least I can like play with my friends and like run around with them. But like Fallout 4, man, that just does not do it for me. So it'd be like New Vegas 76 3. I'm talking modern Bethesda games here. Or modern Fallout games here. And then 4 would be last. Yeah, Fallout 4 has some of Bethesda's worst writing ever, and it's really not even close. It's just bad. It's just bad. I don't like it. I do like Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is to me it's just New Vegas' little brother. I'm concerned for the credibility of your channel going forward. Maybe keep that 76 ranking to yourself. Dude, 76 is like, yeah, it's a terrible experience if you try to like if you go into it and you're like, I'm gonna play a new Fallout game. I'm gonna play 76. You're probably not gonna it's not gonna be like you're not gonna play that, it's not gonna be like New Vegas, obviously. But if you go into 76 with a couple friends and the thought of like, yeah, this game sucks, but we can at least like play it together, then 76 ain't all that bad. I mean, you can have fun with friends in any video game, as it turns out. The thing is, they have to let you play with your friends, which Fallout 4 doesn't let you do. The Fallout 4 isn't a good game and doesn't let you play with friends. I mean, it has nothing to me. Now, of course, I will say, there are much better games than 76 to play with your friends. Like, I would only suggest doing so if you like really want to play a Fallout game with your friends, and 76 isn't the worst option. It's the only option. But there are infinitely better games you can play with your friends. Fallout 4 story sucks. Fallout 4 story is just like Fallout 3 story, but slightly like reverse, right? Instead of looking for your son, or instead of looking for your dad, you're looking for your son, who's like old enough to be your dad now. It's just this weird fucking. Yeah, I don't know why Bethesda has to make every Fallout game a story about your parent. I mean, I guess 76 isn't. 76 is like, if you want to call it a story, a little different, but. Oh, we have our first super chat. Do you mod games like New Vegas? If so, got any recommendations? I don't. But if I were to recommend you somewhere for mods, it would definitely be Juicehead, because I mean, is there many? I'm sure there are other creators who make modding videos for Fallout games. Like I'm sure there's a lot actually. But Juicehead definitely, like, he's good at finding the good ones. Thank you for the $5. Mixtape was incredible, but the discourse around it was depressing. Yeah, I don't. I have to. This is one that I have to play for myself, I guess. I cannot believe how much people love and hate this game. Like, they had to hold Emil back from writing the 76 Overseer as the player's mom. I bet they did. I bet they did. I bet he was chomping at the bit to include some sort of fucking arc about it being about chasing your loved one around the wasteland. Like, in Fallout 3, at least we had Liam Neeson. What do we have in Fallout 4? Does anybody know the answer to that? Is there like a major voice actor in Fallout 4? Why does Starfield have a Dragonborn? Yeah, because Emil can't think of literally anything else. Another super chat from Honda Tech Tip. Can you talk about how Forza Horizon 6 is doing so far, and it could mean for Xbox? I did have a had a whole. Hang on, let me the right button here. Had a whole had the Steam DB up for it before, but it's doing, looks like to me like it's doing incredible. Oh man, I knew I should have restarted my internet before I did all of this. I hope the stream is fine, because my not loading this. All right, let's see. Also, I love. Hang on, let me. Okay. Can we? This maybe. Okay. I love how when you hit the search button, the popular today, it's just like always. Marathon is always like one of the top searched, if not the top searched game on SteamDB. Everyone is so much more curious with how it's doing than playing it. But yeah, I mean, Horizon's doing great. Like, what? I don't know. I didn't expect this. I don't know. I just, maybe I live under a rock. I don't know, but I just didn't know that Forza was so damn popular. This is like, isn't this like close to, what did Resident Evil 9 get? 344,000. So it's, I mean, it's not Resident Evil 9, but it's fucking close. The Crimson Desert had 276K. But I mean, man, this is such a strong like for a single player game. I mean, you just saw RE9 is at like under 10K players, and Crimson Desert's still holding strong with its graph. That is pretty nuts. Random Human said, I think they reached 6 million players with Forza 6. Yeah, it's nuts. And they're gonna still release Fable this year. Dude, this I mean that's two pretty huge game releases in a single calendar year. Man, this is really bothering me. How the chat is so terrible. Let me see if I can change this. Okay. I mean we could just do it like this, right? Who cares? That's better. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, Forza's doing amazing. I mean, I would try it. Like I would try this game. It's just I'm not a big car guy. Can't I can't even fake it. Like I can't even fake being a car guy. I'm just not a car guy. There's need a stick wheel and stick pedals, yeah, right? Need a fucking if I were to play Forza, that's what I would need. I would need a setup. I would need a fucking racing setup. That's on Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, one of the best games ever. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't beat that game. I got to Baldur's Gate, and I'm just like I'm there now. Like I haven't entered Baldur's Gate yet, but that's where I got to before I just haven't played it. Yes, Infinite said Loki get bored after a few races. That's how I would feel it would be. Like, I don't know. Just not a car guy, not a racing guy. Just not a game for me. But people are enjoying it. It definitely would seem. Warhammer 40K. I don't. I've never partaken in that world. Some of my friend tried to. He bought me that game. He bought me one of those games. There's a bunch of them. He bought me one of the Warhammer games, and we tried playing it together. It just didn't work. It just didn't. I could not get into it. Someone said, "Oh, so, me off, JS." Donated $2. He said, "How do you feel about Repo? Isn't that like that friend slop game? Like that's one I didn't play. I played what's that one? I played RV There Yet with a few friends. That took 8 hours. It took us 8 hours to beat the first like map for RV There Yet. And we did it all in one setting. Yeah, that is like that's a fun game, but damn, 8 hours. I never tried Repo though. Maybe I'll have to. Yeah, I feel like I've seen it though, and I feel like I would remember more about the like what you do. I think you run around and like collect stuff in like a almost sci-fi. I hate how the term friend slop stuck around. I think it's. I mean, I think I'm not even saying it as like a negative thing towards those games. They just kind of are. They're just kind of sloppy games to play with your friends, you know. Is GTA 6 going to crash the AAA industry? It'll probably increase the. I imagine it'll increase the eyes on the industry a lot, to be honest. My go-to games, please don't make fun of me. I really like Dark and Darker. but it's not a hugely popular game or anything. It's just it's a very skill based medieval fighter, you know, and that's like fucking cool. It's just like it has some of the best like casting and magic I've seen in any game ever. Like just like with PvP, of course, with PvP. I mean, like obviously lots of games exist with crazy cool magic and stuff, but a lot of those games are single player. But Dark and Darker has been my go-to. My other go-to game has been Crimson Desert. That I have 240 hours on Crimson Desert or something. I haven't done that to a single player game in a long time. Like usually I can get 80, maybe 100. How many do I have? Let me check real fast. Let's see, in Baldur's Gate 3, I have 104 hours on Baldur's Gate 3. So like, man, Crimson Desert just captured me. I heard the studio behind Dark and Darker was in hot water. They were. They were. There was a lot of allegeds and accusations of things and stuff. The long and short of it is like these guys were making a game for Nexon, you know, that huge publisher, and this game was titled P3, and it got it kind of got canned. I think it got canned during COVID, maybe. This is like a very rocky history. But I think it got canned during COVID, and so the developers left Nexon and started their own company called Iron Mace and started development on their own version of P3. Now, that's like a the Nexon sued him, of course. But yeah, they eventually it's all over now. The ending, I forget what the ending settlement was. Iron Mace had to pay Nexon X amount of millions of dollars. I think it was like $5 or $6 million, something like that. But that's all. I think it's all over now. Thoughts on Mind's Eye? I like this is one that I've seen a bunch of videos on. It seems it's super hard to like follow this story with Mind's Eye. From what I know is like this guy accused basically Rockstar of sabotaging his game because he thought that his game was gonna be the next GTA, and that game is Mind's Eye. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen from this Mind's Eye game, it just doesn't look like it was going to be the next GTA. It's like it doesn't look like Rockstar had to do much sabotaging. Yes, but it does think they're Rockstar. Yeah, he was an ex-Rock. Yeah, that guy was an ex-Rockstar employee. He has like this history with Rockstar, and yeah, Leslie Benzies. That seems right. Luke Stevens sabotaged Mind's Eye. That's pretty funny. A lot of people, oh man, I mentioned Luke Stevens in one video, and I got like a billion comments about fucking some what's his name? Some plagiarism nonsense from like years and years and years ago. And like yeah, plagiarism sucks and everything. I thought that was pretty old news. Luke is a pretty good guy. I like him. Oh, we got a $2 super chat. Opinion on Colony Sims like RimWorld. I've seen it. This is another one that I've like watched my friend play on Discord. Very interesting games. You gotta. I feel like you gotta have a lot of time. For this. For that kind of game. Yeah. What's up, Bricks? Yeah, Luke loves Bethesda as much as me. Very true. Very true. This is like that's where I found Luke. Obviously, was his Bethesda takes. I heard he installed spyware on his employees' desktops. Obviously, you're referring to Leslie Benzies. That's pretty. That's pretty crazy. I don't know if I heard that one, but that's yeah, that is a nuclear option right there if you are working with people. Oh, we do have. What was I? Yeah, we were talking about the Take-Two stuff, but there was some other. Something. There's that sound again. Oh, nope. There's just no notification for that one. I don't know what that sound is, guys. I really don't. I don't even know if you're hearing it too. Oh, this was interesting, right? Red Dead Redemption 2 overtook Wii Sports in best-selling games list, right? So I guess they're referring to this, the Wikipedia. But it's Tetris, Minecraft, GTA, and then it was Wii Sports and then Red Dead, but I guess Red Dead went up to number 3. So now Rockstar controls 2 and 3. Pretty crazy. Is it the super chat noise? It wouldn't make sense to be the super chat because it's been happening way more often than super chats have been happening. So, like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't figured out what to set. I have like custom ones set for $10 and other amounts. I haven't. I forgot to edit the lower ones. I just I'm not good at this yet. We'll figure it out. Like what happens if I click this? Oh, good. This is like okay. I don't know. Did I watch the new interview with Strauss and his thoughts on AI in video games? I don't think so. I don't think I saw that. What would I look up to find that, Bricks? Thanks for the stream, zapping out. That is hilarious. Bye, zapping. Who's worse, Ubisoft or Bethesda? Well, I guess empirically Ubisoft is worse, right? Because they are a failing company that is losing money. Whereas Bethesda, in all their failures, they make a bunch of money. I think, at least. Yeah. I would say definitely Ubisoft is the worst business. I'm not streaming on Twitch right now as well, but I was figuring I would set up a multi-stream thing in the future. This was just kind of the test run. Maybe it's gifts. See, I don't know. I figured if it was like any sort of money exchange notification, then it would pop up in my alerts thing, but nothing is popping up. I just have the member and the 4 super chats that are there. There's no other alerts. He has very good insight on AI. Also, the more you watch the interview, the more you understand this guy knows his stuff. Yeah, what's his name? Strauss. Strauss Zelnick. He is a smart man. He is on his shit. When he did, like, I've watched previous interviews, so I'm very interested to watch that one. Actually, we could watch it on stream. Who knows? But yeah, he's incredibly smart. Every time I watch an interview with him, he always seems like he knows what the fuck he is talking about. Ubisoft at least admitted they have problems and seem to be trying. Todd won't even say that, and people don't like Starfield. Yep, 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 yep. These are all true facts. Ubisoft has definitely admitted that there is problems, and they will yeah, they're apparently committed to fixing them. I mean, apparently Black Flag looks. I haven't like kept up much on the Black Flag. I watched the trailer like weeks ago, but I guess the embargo dropped today, so a lot of people are talking about it that played it. I'll play that when it comes out for sure. It seems cool. Seems cool. I mean, it seems like a real remake, right? It doesn't seem like a remake. It seems like they really went through and remade everything. And I don't know if people like or dislike that. I think people would have liked more original flavor from the game. Okay, there's a $10 one or a $9.99. Oh, 9. If you did the $10 one, you would have got the special 1 penny more, and you would have got a special sound. I wanted to hear. He said I wanted to hear the noise. Keep it up. Oh, you tried to hear it too. Hang on. Maybe is there a way I could play it? I think I could test it on the other thing here. Hang on. Okay, I actually don't know how to do that. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I'm so sorry. In the next stream, I will have this much more ironed out, believe you me. What, you were streaming now? Holy shit, he has ascended. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you, Wolf Spain. Yeah, I've ascended. I can like do this now, and I can like point at things when I talk. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I think this is kind of cool. It took fucking days to get this all working right. Yeah, there is a lot of chats. Okay, there's a super chat. Someone said someone. I keep doing the someone thing. Stop saying someone. Aussie, I guess. Aussie said, oh, favorite game genre. I've heard you mention Baldur's Gate 3 and Crimson Desert. Yeah, favorite game genre. That's tough. Man. I would say that like the thing that captures me the most in a game is just the ability to go and do whatever the fuck you want like when you want to do it. And Crimson Desert really like they allow this. There are some restrictions. Like sometimes like until you get certain points in the story, you can't do ooh, hang on. Okay. Right. You can't go to certain places unless you get certain place in the story, but like it's very, very limited in how much they restrict you in that way. And also I think some of those spots I was trying to go to early on are just like not parts of the map, and that's why I was getting turned around, not story related. But yeah, Crimson Desert, like if you see it, you can generally go there. And it's like unless you're on the very edge of the map, I mean, it's Skyrim, like Todd, the very famous quote of like, see those mountains, you can climb them. Like it's true in Crimson Desert. You can climb it. Yeah, yeah, Klepto. I would say open world sandbox action RPG might be my favorite genre to just sit there and play. Yeah, and like Baldur's Gate 3. It's the same. It's not the same exact thing. Baldur's Gate 3 has a different level of freedom than Crimson Desert in terms of like communication with NPCs and all of that. Which is also very fun and interesting. It's where it's something Bethesda. It's something I always thought Bethesda did well when I was younger until I got older and all these better games hit me. It does just work. I have not played Subnautica 2. I didn't play Subnautica 1. So it's just yeah. I said this before. It's just water in games was never a big thing to me, so I never took the leap on assuming that a fully water game would be for me. Haven't tried Forza 6. This is another thing we talked about a lot, but I just racing games and car stuff doesn't do it for me. I feel like I said this before, you gotta really like cars and racing to play you some Forza. Like those have gotta be two things you love. Do I like Dragon Age Origins? The Dragon Age games are cool. I gotta be honest, I don't know which one I played. I played one of them on the 360, I want to say, and it was cool. It was cool. I don't remember much from it. Thoughts on Black Ops 2 Zombies? Now we're talking. Yeah, now we're talking. Black Ops 2 Zombies was some good stuff. Which one had the transit mode? There was one with like a bus. I like that Zombies a lot. That was 2. Yeah, that was Black Ops 2. Yeah, yeah. I really like that, like the bus would come around and you'd have to get on the bus and go to the next spot. That was really cool. Now I really like, someone just said Black Ops 3 better, and I gotta say the the general Call of Duty grind, like the search and destroy and all that. That I really like Black Ops 3. The wall running and sliding in Black Ops 3 was absolutely perfected, and they destroyed it with Infinite Warfare. And I never went back. That Black Ops 3 was my last Call of Duty. I never went back. Thank you, Cheese Curd Actual. The story for Infinite Warfare? Couldn't tell you. The last like story for Call of Duty that I played was probably Modern Warfare 2. Like the original Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, press F to pay respects. No Russian and all that. My least favorite COD game that I played was Infinite Warfare. that was a steaming hot pile of garbage. All right, I'm glad you're back, Seth Lord. Thank you for the update. We got a $5 super chat from Aussie saying Infinite Warfare will always be my favorite COD as far as COD campaigns go. It's criminal that they never explored the space setting anymore. Interesting. I can I have to I'd have to brush up. I'd have to check on the Black Ops or not the Black Ops, the Infinite Warfare story. I've never experienced it. I know nothing. Does I'm confused. Okay, how does the Infinite Warfare, like how do Call of Duty, like even in the newest Call of Duty, where are we picking up from? Where do we continue from? I guess the newest one was Black Ops 7, right? So so that's continuing the Black Ops storyline. But like are like ones that aren't Black Ops, are they just like their own, their own fucking romp? Their own contained thing? COD killed itself by building its engine around Battle Royale. It's an interesting take. I definitely like. I know Warfare is pretty popular. Warfare, war something. I don't fuck. Oh, is it called Warfare? Is it called Warfare? Whatever the new Warfare maps are. Yeah, Aussie donated $2 saying whatever the new Warfare maps are. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the whole like that whole battle royale Warzone. That's it. Thank you. Warzone. Yeah. That whole battle royale thing. I never got into it either because it was Call of Duty. I was not about to get into Call of Duty again. I played PUBG a lot. I loved PUBG. Hated Fortnite. Apex is like kind of a mixed bag. Not a big fan. I gotta increase the chat size in this window. Hang on. This is also, although it's gonna change. Oh man. All right, that's actually something I have to do for next stream because it's all. I would have to update it like 7 times. Can't change to this one though. That actually shows. We need Battlefront 3 now more than ever. Yeah, that was a whole thing. Boy, did EA eat shit on that one. It's one of the reasons why I don't even take EA seriously as a publisher. You never see me talk about EA because there's just like, they're such a fucking joke. Since I like Fallout games so much, did I ever play the Wasteland games? Aren't those like the predecessor to like the original Fallout games? They were like the. Yeah, I never did that. Built off like the or something like that system and set a special. Battlefield 4 was so goated. Yeah, a lot of people are very nostalgic for Battlefield 4. A lot of people. Is there a looter shooter like Destiny? Let's say Warframe. Like do I like a looter shooter like Destiny? I don't know if there's any looter shooters I really jive with. Like I'm not a Borderlands fan, I gotta say. Borderlands 1 was fun. 2 was fun. And then I never did any of the spin-offs or 3 or anything or 4. Have you considered making a second channel where you play the games you make videos on, or do you think they'll only do that on stream or on this main channel? I do want to play games on stream. That is I have that all. I even have that all set up in like OBS to do. I figured like one of the ones we could do would be like Crimson or not Crimson. KCD1. I've never played KCD1, so I want to do that. That would be fun on stream probably. And I'd be very bad at the combat, so I'm sure that'd be very funny. And then another one would be like Tainted Grail. I wanted to play Tainted Grail. Yeah, I've played KCD 2, but just never went back to 1. And now they have like a whole like they like not remastered, but like they like updated KCD 1 in some sort of major way, I remember. Gonna play Starfield again. Yeah, I do someone mentioned the Star Wars mod. And I would like to play Starfield with the Star Wars mod and just see how much that improves the experience. With the incredibly infringing Star Wars mod that I can't believe Disney allows to exist. What else? I don't know if we had anything other Ubisoft stuff here. What's going on with Ubisoft again? Oh, that's not good. Over the year, Ubisoft has lost more than 1.3 billion euros. A record? A record for what? The last fiscal year was one of the worst in Ubisoft's history. The company informed investors that its key performance indicators significantly declined during the period from April 1st, 2025 to March 31st, 2026. Is it a record for them, or is it a record? Really, it's not a record in general. This isn't. That's not a crazy amount of money, right? So they say Ubisoft's operating losses reached 1.32 billion. In comparison, a year ago they were 196 million. Okay, so this is a huge. That's a huge. That's a huge difference. That's a huge difference. 1.3 billion, 196 million. The consolidated net losses exceeded 1.5 billion, which is 6 times more than the previous year. Their revenue fell by 21%. Interesting. The breakdown by platform for Ubisoft, I guess, is 49% console, 35% PC. Who cares about mobile? But that's interesting. If you could tell, I didn't really read this before I brought it up on stream. Supposedly, Jody said they haven't been this low since Black Flag days financially. Didn't Black Flag? It was hugely financially successful for them. That must have been huge for them. They were struggling back then. Yeah, this is just I love the sad picture. Yeah, this is I mean, this is just, poor Ubi. Poor Ubi. Do you think future Bethesda titles will be worse, on par with, or better than Starfield? Boy, oh boy, do I hope better. It can only go up, right? Yeah, there's not a world where Elder Scrolls 6 is worse than Starfield. That can't happen. I hit the space button and we did that. Yeah, if Elder Scrolls 6 isn't amazing, my childhood is ruined, and it might that might come. It might come, my friend. Amazing? I don't know if it'll be amazing. It might be a fine game. It might be an alright game, but who's my favorite game protagonist? I'm having a hard time thinking of like. Does Bill from Left 4 Dead 2 or Left 4 Dead 1 count? I don't know. That's a tough one. I gotta think about that one. That's a tough question. It's a tough question. My current thoughts on Nintendo. I don't like Nintendo. I think almost no company in gaming, at least, hates their fans more than Nintendo. Yeah, like I played Mario games as a kid and stuff. But I was never able to stick with them, especially after I got older and just learned about how fucking awful of a company they truly are. Yeah, the way they shut down community run events and everything, they're all terrible. But I can't stand Nintendo. I haven't gotten a Steam controller I do use a controller for like Rocket League or Crimson Desert, for example. But I really really like the Xbox controllers. I don't like PlayStation ones. Aussie donated $5. Said, "Have you heard about them shutting down the Pokemon Nat Geo YouTube guy?" I don't think so. That does sound incredibly up their alley. Hang on, let's maybe I can. My browser is taking forever to do anything right now. It's crazy. I hate the new PlayStation controllers. They are built to have controller drift. Yeah, I have that problem a lot with Rocket League. The controllers always eventually just suck. But doesn't seem any way around it. They seem to all be built to last less than a year. Yeah, I can't look up this this thing right now. It simply will not load. Like how can I be streaming right now and can't make a simple Google search? Doesn't make any sense. Do you think we'll get Elder Scrolls 6 before 2030, or do you think it'll be after 2030? Well, they talk about. I mean, I didn't really talk about it. I did a poll on my main channel. Kind of interesting. Let's see if I can. Here we go. So I did this poll, which I guess we can do this instead. And yeah, I just said, when will the Elder Scrolls 6 release for a future video? And I gave these options because this just seems like the most logical thing to do, right? You just go the next 4 years. And to the comments, I mean, where's the never option? By 2030, we'll get confirmation that they're starting development, dude. I'm on my second channel right now, so I can't see the results. But if we just like click one of them, look at dude. People have no faith. People have no faith in Bethesda. They like, I imagine a lot of these 2030 picks are only 2030 picks because it's the farthest away option. Like it's just, and this is what 19,000 votes. I mean, this isn't a nothing sample size, right? Now I would say my thoughts if I had to pick one of these. I definitely think it's like 28 or 29. 28 or 29 would be they're the most. Yeah, just like Magic just said, 28 or 29, definitely my guess. It's just like they kind of, yeah, they move like they think they're Rockstar. I agree, Mr. B. I agree. They really seem to think they have that that, you know, just that they and like Fallout 4 definitely gave them this this cocky attitude with releasing games. Like, just because Fallout 4 was a big launch, you know. A lot of people were excited about it. Fallout 4 ended up being a huge launch in the entertainment industry in general, and that made Bethesda believe that they had Rockstar power. They don't. I will say though, as far as like most anticipated games go, if we had to make like a top 3 list of most anticipated games, I mean GTA 6 is obviously number 1. But would it be fair to say that number 2 or say 3 maybe would be Elder Scrolls 6? I mean, as far as like anticipated upcoming launches, Elder Scrolls 6 is like It's huge. It's huge. Yeah, Half-Life 3. That's a pretty standard pull. All the threes, you know, the Half-Life 3, the Left 4 Dead 3, the Portal 3s, they all don't seem like they're ever happening. That's the thing's way too big of themselves that they do. They do. They think nothing they do is wrong. It's crazy. every decision, like anything negative is you're playing the game wrong. Red Dead 3 is probably in the top 3. If it's not, if it's like, yeah, that's definitely, I would say, maybe not the top 3. I don't know, top 5 maybe. Red Dead 3 is up there. Smash 6. Again, not a huge. I'm not a big Nintendo guy, so I don't keep up with like how well their games do. Will Red Dead 3 ever happen though? I imagine. How does one follow up the mighty RDR2? Yeah, it is a question. It is a question. But Crimson Desert stole a lot from Red Dead Redemption 2. Like a lot. And they didn't nail every feature like Red Dead 2 did, but they showed that, like, I think Crimson Desert showed, like, hey, if you make a good fucking game, then they will come and play your fucking game. Like, it's not rocket science. Intergalactic. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Naughty Dog that's a whole can of worms. I fucking cannot believe, I cannot believe where they went after The Last of Us. Bully and LA Noire are credible from Rockstar. Yes, they are. LA Noire. I mean, Bully. I wasn't a huge Bully player, but LA Noire. That was one of the best. That was one of the best games on the 360. Sleeping Dogs. I remember that one. That was a UB, wasn't it? Didn't really play it. My friend played it, and I remember him telling me about how much he liked it, and I couldn't get into it, but yeah, they wanted to rake in the same cash from an online platform like GTA. Yeah, that's how I see it too. It is pretty much a kind of a clone, you know. But like clones can be good. It's not like clones are all bad. I never did play the Crackdown games. They looked a bit silly for me, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. They just looked a little like mindless fun type stuff. I do think Fallout 5 will be released before 2040, thankfully. I do think we have a good chance of that. Mid 2030s though. Wolfenstein 3 will probably be pretty good if Machine Games is allowed to actually make something they want to make. Yeah, I agree. We will get more Fallout 76 until 2030. I think Fallout 76 will go beyond 2031 to it's kind of incredible. Like Destiny 2 came out in 2017, right? And they're fully ending development after this next update. I mean, Fallout 76 came out in 2018, and they have seemingly no plans to stop development. It's pretty incredible, right? Nobody nobody thought Fallout 76 would be as alive as long as it has been. Like, yes, that's Fallout 76 is definitely a bad game. There's no doubt there. I was saying before how any game can be fun with friends, but yeah, even 76 could not be. Yeah, they won't let it die. I mean, and to be fair, there's a lot of people playing that game that just won't stop playing it either, or spending. Yeah, the RE9 review, Jay. I answered this in a comment on one of my videos, but it's just kind of one of those things where like RE9 was so universally beloved by everybody. Like, was there a reviewer that was like negative overall about it? I don't think so. So by the time I like finished it and everything, because like I didn't get it early like all these other people. So by the time I finished it and was trying to make a review, I mean, what else was there to say? If I made a video at that point, it was literally just repeating everything everybody else already said. I would like to find a way to make a video on RE9 that isn't just like, here are my review thoughts. I would like to find a more interesting angle to take it from. I'm curious why Todd talks about Fallout 76 so much, but I've never heard him talk about Elder Scrolls Online. This is very true. This is hilariously true, actually. He does not bring up Elder Scrolls Online. He does not. Like you never hear him yeah, you never hear like someone's like, "Oh, where's Elder Scrolls 6?" You never hear him go like, "Oh, we got Elder Scrolls Online though." Like he doesn't ever pump it. It's interesting. I tried Elder Scrolls Online actually recently. My friend is like, my friend has like got a lot of stuff in it, and so he enjoys it, and so I tried it with him, and I didn't hate it. It's just one of those like super grindy games. You gotta do the same thing over and over and over and over. ESO is a ZeniMax game though, not his. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like not released by Bethesda Game Studios. It's just, it's under the same umbrella. You would expect that Microsoft at least would want um, would want him to pump ESO a bit. Also, I mean, Fallout 76. None of the updates by Fallout 76 are made by Bethesda. All of Fallout 76's content is outsourced to smaller studios. Yeah, ESO has tons of updates, big updates too. I assume you mean Bethesda, Austin, or Dallas run 76, Jody, but no. Like maybe Bethesda, Austin, like has input on, like maybe they like design the updates or whatever, but the actual like grunt work that goes into making the updates is all outsourced to smaller studios. I can't remember their names right now, sadly. Do you think we'll ever get a good Halo game that can live up to how good Bungie's were? No. I I just yeah. I sadly don't I don't think I mean nothing will ever be like Halo 2 or Halo 3, like, or just even original Halo. Like nothing will ever capture that moment again. That was just a it was just a special time. And yeah, I don't think like I even if they release like a really good Halo, I don't think it's going to be one of the most played games or anything. Yeah, Halo's pretty like as far as like the fan sentiment surrounding it. I mean, everyone just hopes it's like not terrible at this point. Yeah, it was lightning in a bottle for sure. It and Bungie was able to uncork that bottle 4 times and then dipped. Maybe 5. I don't know. For like ODST wasn't. I didn't like ODST. Uh, Aussie donated $5. Said I think Todd has the same feeling for ESO as he does New Vegas. Maybe, maybe. Um, maybe the thing about ESO is like, uh, I just feel Todd would be less. I don't know. You're probably right. You're probably right. Like I just feel like he'd be less connected to Elder Scrolls as he is to Fallout because I mean when he got to Bethesda, Elder Scrolls was already kicking and going and everything. He just kind of fell into making the actual successful ones, I guess. But Fallout is like that was like his idea to acquire it. That was his almost like his baby, for a while. And so Fallout 3 probably represented so much to Todd and what he wanted, and then New Vegas outshined it so fucking much. That's the other thing. I don't know if like ESO hasn't outshined Skyrim or anything, right? Obi-Wan says BGS did a lot. BGS main studio did a bunch of work on Fallout 76. Not sure if they did anything for ESO. Um, yeah, I don't think they did anything for ESO, but I also I would take a grain of salt on how much they did for 76. Uh, like I know Todd loves to claim how much they worked on it. I really, really don't think that they did I feel like they did. I said this in my first video in the Bethesda Thinks the Rockstar video. I think they did light design work on 76. I don't think that they. I don't think they had. I don't think they programmed the game at all. I don't think they touched a single asset in 76. I think they designed they whiteboarded out what things would go like, and then they handed it to another team, and boom. Yeah, I watched the TK Mantis Chris Avalon interview. I did a video on it. It was about the Fallout New Vegas remastered, not possible. Uh, yeah, very interesting, very interesting interview. Like that whole thing about them not having the source code and everything. That's wacky. Whoever expected that? Have I seen how popular Skyrim is on the Steam charts? Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh, yeah. If you look up like special edition, it's what is wrong with my internet? Why is it not? Is it just not working? You would think I'm streaming. You would think there would be no issue, but yeah, this won't even like refresh the page. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with this. I can't look it up right now, but yeah, I know they're healthy. It's like probably like 30K peaks around there. I did have this video up to watch from Big Boss. It's the Bethesda is worse than you thought. It's his kind of his he has like a series almost on Bethesda. Where he kind of goes through the entire thing. Yeah, L bandwidth. I agree. Like I have no idea what the hell. I don't even know if we'll be able to watch a video. um, yeah. Well, the comments just loaded here. I just watched them load. But I'm using Firefox for the stream. I have like fucking so many browsers on my computer now, but I just figured if I use a certain browser for streaming, it would be the easiest. Yeah, just interesting. This isn't. Oh wait, I think this was a bit distant. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, hang on. Oh my god, we got some results. Kind of. This is it. Okay. Yeah. All right. About 26,000 peaks. Yeah, it's incredibly healthy. Like, I mean, and there's microtransactions in this game too. So this is like, this is helping them get money. Let me change. I like, I don't know what's gonna happen when I do this, but I want to put the other chat box that I made on this window as well. Did that work? Hopefully that worked. Okay. All right. Yeah. Skyrim's incredibly healthy. It's crazy healthy, actually. I agree. Big Boss is so peak. Internet Historian. Internet Historian.
All of this just works.
Okay, we got a $10. There we go. See, that's my my fancy my fancy thing for $10. Too bad we couldn't see it though, because I have to move that now. All right, don't worry. We'll have this all figured out in the next stream. We'll have this all ironed out, all these little details. So we got a $10 super chat from Tutu Taktu. He said, I absolutely love your channel, your content, the simplicity, animations. Please never change. I hope your channel will explode into the hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Me too. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. 10 euros, actually. That's even more dollars for me. Yeah, no, that's very nice. Very nice of you. I think the simple animation style on YouTube is one of the best. Like I said, CGP Grey, he's the GOAT. He's definitely the primary inspiration for the style of the channel. That's real money. Yeah, 10 euros is actual. That's real money. That's not like a declining currency. That yeah, no, I'm talking about that. Blue Brutus said, "Can I get a shout out?" Yeah, 10 euros is like $12. It's like just like it's like free money, right? It's like you give me 10, I get 12. It's literally creating creating money. That's how it works, right? In dollars not that bad, but it'd be very soon. Ooh, this guy bans his Great British Pounds and dollars about. Yeah. No, you can just buy up all the dollars. Do I think Asha will put pressure on the studios to release games in a timely fashion? Sure, dude. If Asha if Asha can fix Bethesda, then we're fucking done. That's it. We're good. That's all we've needed. Like gaming will be back, you know? But I don't know. I don't know. I don't it seems weird, right? It seems like Xbox, like Microsoft in general, just bought Bethesda and then just was like, all right, keep on doing what you're doing. It's like, well, guys, you can fucking step in. Like, do something. Holy shit, a live stream. Yes. Guess we're doing live now. I can point to things. See, I can point over there. I can be like, oh, I'm gonna think about this for a second. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can be like, I can be angry or I can be skeptical. I can be like, I don't know about that. Do you really think that's true? I don't know. I don't know. Do you think that's true? I can actually. This is my actually pose. They forced Bethesda to delay Starfield. Imagine how bad the original version was. That is literally, yes, that is literally my conspiracy as well. Is that Phil played Starfield and was like, guys, what the fuck is this? And yeah, he was like, yo, you gotta delay this shit. This we can't push this. We can't push this out. How am I doing that? It's just with the I have a cough right now, I can't stop. It's just with this website called Reactive. Hang on, let me. I was trying to Google it, but I'm in the cannot Google mode right now. Yeah, there's like, I guess my internet is going up and down in letting me do things. Next time, I knew I should have reset it before I started streaming, because, you know, whenever you reset the internet, it always is just so much better than it was before you reset it. I knew I should have done that. Yeah, it's so weird. It won't, but yeah, it's just like, it's called, oh, here we go. Oh my god, it loaded. Okay. It's just this. So it's called Discord Reactive Images. And you just link this with your Discord. And when you're in a call, it'll like recognize that you're in a call, and then you set it all up basically. Like, you have to set up all of the various animations and like me pointing and stuff like that. And then I control it all with the Stream Deck. The Stream Deck is a crazy piece of tech for whoever. This is not an ad, but whoever wants to, I guess it's kind of how I see it. There's like, for your peripherals for your computer, right? You have your essentials. You have your keyboard. You need your keyboard. Can't like do anything without it. You have your mouse. You need your mouse. And that's kind of like the essentials, right? You can add after that. Say you want to hear things, right? You probably want some headphones or speakers. A bunch of things you can add to your setup. I think it would like, the Stream Deck is like a keyboard 2. It's like a keyboard 2. Like, keyboard 2 came out and nobody's really talking about it. They're incredible for not just for streaming. They're incredible for anything. Like, if you're I mean, if you're like a super light computer user, like you don't use it that much, and yeah, not maybe not great. But like, you can do like anything. You can do anything that your computer can do from the Stream Deck. There are apps, there are extensions, there are like plugins, whatever. They let you do anything that your computer can do. And like, you could do multi actions, so like you can have one button do a whole host of different functions all at once, one button press. And it's pretty incredible. I don't know. I don't think it's talked about enough. I don't think it's not like, I'm not saying nobody knows about the Stream Deck, but it's not talked about how useful it is for everyday uses, not just streaming. There was that sound again. My friend, that is just a macro. Yeah, I know it's just a macro, but it's like a really good one. Like you can it's got like screens and on the buttons. I know. It's just a macro, but it's so incredible how helpful it is. Like especially for editing. I mean, for like Photoshop and stuff, the amount of keybinds that you have to remember for like for everything. Everything has a keybind. And you could just program all of those into one button pushes, and the button will tell you what it's gonna do. Like it's amazing. I'm a console guy. How powerful are macros? Macros, like in games, I'm assuming you mean, or I mean macros in games can be very like do you could do almost not anything, but you could like it's not gonna beat the game for you, but it can certainly do any mindless activity for you. And then for like overall PC usage, yeah, macros are incredibly powerful. Macros are essentially just like a hotkey, like a keybind, right? I mean, they're great. A keybind that loops, I guess. Have you ever played Kenshi? I've never heard of Kenshi. Yeah, macros can be they can pretty much play a game for you. It's just like not they can I mean, there's definitely like asterisks to that, but I'm not sure what else I had up here. I had a bunch of misc topics. Were these? Oh, what's that? Yeah, I saw this one. I saw this one. There's some crazy like game on Steam. I mean, you can see what they're doing, right? Like, what the fuck is this? When I saw, I could not believe when I saw it. Steam's apparently super silent on this topic. um, yeah, it's called Plantation Sim. I don't even want to say it, dude. It's called. This is what it's called. I like. Yeah. I mean, I saw. I remember when I read this before. I saw. I remember there's a part where it shows the description of the game. Oh, it's right here. I'm. No, it's not that actually. Yeah. This is oh, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. And like, if you want to read that, that's all you. Uh, but I'm not gonna read it. I can't see it. Hang on. Let me hit Alt. I don't know what Alt does. Yeah, let me try and zoom in. Here we go. Okay, so this is what you do in the game. Again, I'm not gonna read it. But yeah, how is Valve not shutting this down exactly? I don't, I don't. It's crazy, right? I don't get. I don't even like having it on screen to be honest. It's kind of, but yeah, that's something I just wanted to bring up real fast. See if anybody know. Maybe we can like tell Valve in some way to take this down. I don't know. Is there any way? How do you contact Valve? Yeah, I don't know. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is insane. Someone in the chat said they have a no censorship policy, but this like breaks Steam guidelines. Like this isn't you're not allowed to do this. Someone said it's got a 40% sale to it. Like yeah, crazy. It how does this pass by? Like it doesn't make any sense at all. I hear my dog. I have to tend to my dog real fast, so I will put on the. Here, I'll put this here really fast. I just have to. I'll be back in literally 10 seconds. All right, we're back. Oh, you might hear her in a second too. She's about to bark. Her name is Etta, ETTA. So yeah, that's a whole game. We don't have to, definitely don't go buy that game. But that is certainly a game. Certainly needs to get forwarded to Valve more than it's being forwarded to them. This is another one. There's an Iowa man sues Nintendo after being denied Pokemon Professor status. This is pretty incredible. Yeah. This is a lawsuit. A 34-year-old from Ohio, or from Iowa, is taking Nintendo and the Pokemon Company to federal court to claim they were unfairly denied from becoming an official Pokemon professor. He's seeking $341,000 in damages, plus a court injunction that would force the companies to grant him professor. Pretty, I don't know how this is going to go for him. I don't think it's going to go very well. According to the filed complaint, Owens claims they, hang on, I should definitely switch to this. He claims he aced the basic professional exam with a perfect 100% score in July 2024. And so the next move is a background check. This is where things went south. The background check came up with a pending misdemeanor charge arrest warrant from another state with charges including disorderly conduct, possessing, repairing, and selling an offensive weapon, and criminal mischief. Bad Boy Owens has an older, lower-level felony charge from a decade ago. The Pokemon Company claims he only scored an 80%, which is apparently a failing grade on the professor exam. So there's that. They said the Pokemon Professor program is not merely recreational. It functions as a structured certification and authorization system, granting official status, access to official event tools, the ability to host sanctioned card and video game matches, listing in an event locator, and opportunities that generate business traffic, customer attendee, product sales, goodwill, and commercial advantage. So he wants all of this, I guess. That's something a money play. And yeah, I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what is a Pokemon professor? I guess this. I guess they just have access to more stuff within the Pokemon brand. There's if you have Epic Games Launcher and you want the Tomb Raider games, Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered they're all free right now on Epic Games. This is the only time I would ever suggest using the Epic Games Launcher is when you can get stuff for free, and you can get these for free. So I figured I'd bring that up. This was one that just said that Fable is definitely still coming to PS5, despite plans to reevaluate our approach to exclusivity, according to Xbox. And I guess it's not getting delayed either. So that's interesting. It's pretty incredible that Playground is so damn productive. Apparently, games that go free on Epic get sales boosts on Steam because people would rather play those. Very funny. It was very funny. I really hope the new Fable game is good. Yeah, me too. Me too. I don't see it being like better than Crimson Desert though. To be honest, I mean that shit slaps. We have this one. I guess there's an Elder Scrolls competitor, Gatekeeper, coming to early access next month. Kind of interesting. Does this have any? This doesn't have anything to do with Tainted Grail, does it? Not like same people, right? Yeah, I don't know. It looks probably cool. I imagine. There's that sound again. This one I don't really know anything about. I just kind of saw this article and thought it would be interesting to bring up. But yeah, Elder Scrolls competitor. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Definitely a wait and see type thing. I wouldn't go pre-order this. Sony sued. What's this? Sony sued by gamers overall or over allegedly pocketing millions in illegal tariff windfall. Yeah, I guess there's like a whole thing where the tariffs got deemed illegal, and so all these companies are filing to get their money back, and so they're going to kind of profit from the increased prices, and then also get their money back from like the lawsuits. I guess I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of that's I don't have much to say about this. I just kind of thought it was interesting that that all of this is happening. This is kind of just an interesting like wait and see how this goes. Wondering how all of the suing will go. Lots of lawsuits to come. Do I think Fallout 3 is overly hated? Maybe. Maybe. I think it's I think if New Vegas didn't come out, I don't think Fallout 3 would have the reputation that it has. I just think that people were shown what can be with New Vegas, and it makes them depressed with what 4 or what 3 is. Game consoles are pricing themselves out of relevance. Yeah. Yeah. I've been like looking at PlayStation and Xbox prices to like get one to like, you know, buy GTA 6. But they're so expensive. It's crazy. Fallout 3 isn't hated. Yeah, I don't know. It's like Fallout 3, I mean Fallout 3 has its fans, definitely. And maybe New Vegas loyalists are just louder than others, and that's why Fallout 3 gets dogged on more. But I definitely see it. I mean, I definitely see the disdain for Fallout 3 compared to New Vegas. It's real. Yeah, Sony can't help but jack up prices on 6-year-old hardware. And it's, dude, I'm telling you, it has this, all of these price increases have something to do with GTA 6. I mean, it's not nothing, right? Like, they definitely know people need a console to play that game, and they are going to increase their prices of the console because they know it's going to sell it anyway. So Fallout 3 is fun with guns. New Vegas is fun with melee. Is a hot take, I gotta say, brother. Fallout 3 gunplay was. Oof. I think Fallout 3 did the find your lost relative the best. Yeah. Out of the two Bethesda games that have that same trope, yeah, I think Fallout 3 did it better. Yeah, the Fox ending of Fallout 3 is hilarious in the original game. He's just like, nah, it's your destiny. You gotta go in there and die, brother. Even though I can fucking go in there and live. Ridiculous. Such an Emil thing to do. Yeah, these console prices are crazy. And then the only other misc thing I had was I mean, they're finally doing it at least, you know? It took them a while. They announced this the storage expansion in like when the anniversary edition came out in season 2 of the show. and it was in like late 2025. I think they announced this was going to happen, and then it got delayed, and then now we're in May, and we're getting the storage. So at least, I mean, what I'm saying, at least it's here. And I don't know. Again, like it's kind of hard to tell if this is. It's like, it seems like because the way they do it is like we're excited to blah 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 blah. This update will allow for creation storage on Xbox Series X and S to be scalable up to 100 gigabytes, which is huge. That's big. That's big for people on those platforms. The PS4, PS5, and Xbox One editions will all have creation storage increased from 1 or 2 to 15 gigabytes. And I think yeah, it's just hard. I don't think this has really much to do with Bethesda sucking as much as this is like Sony sucking. Because clearly Xbox is on board with the 100 gigabyte thing. I mean, it is weird that the Xbox One only got a 15 gigabyte increase. Not sure what that's about. Maybe they're just trying to encourage you to upgrade. But I really don't know. I don't know if like the PlayStation stuff only getting to 15 is this all Sony? I imagine it is. And then, yeah, how could people afford 100 gigabytes of paid mods? I agree, like crazy. And they say for anyone in here right now who might fall victim to this, as a precaution, prior to this Fallout 4 update, we encourage players to log into your game save if you haven't done so in a while, or manually save your load order by following the steps outlined in our article. Once you load your save, you'll be able to re-download your entire creations list at once post update. So if this is like gonna affect you, go and take their fucking advice here, because I bet it's a tragedy if you don't. Yeah, Fallout 3 and New Vegas side quests were so good, and that is a huge disappointment with Fallout 4. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fallout 4 side quests are, you know the meme. It's a lot of other settlement needs your help and all that. Yeah. The Fallout 3, like, I mean, just like one random one from Fallout 3, I could think of like the Agatha's one where she has you go find I think it's a violin, and then she gives you the Black Hawk. That's a fine quest. Fine side quest. I feel like Fallout 4 like doesn't have like that. Like there surely are quests that like are similar and stuff. But like yeah. Fallout 3 and New Vegas had it in droves. Fallout 4 was more focused on you building a shack. Infinite said, I wish they had a 3D version of Fallout 2. That's something like that is coming along. It's not Fallout 2, I think it's Fallout 1. But it is like it's in like the Doom engine or something. One of the Doom engines. It's like someone's remaking Fallout 1 in it. It's called Project something, maybe. Someone will say it, I'm sure. Fallout 4 gets a lot of bad hate it doesn't deserve. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I definitely I don't know. I definitely think Fallout 4 is a game. It is a game that you can go in and do things in it. But man, it just is not a good Fallout game to me. It is not a good Fallout game. It's a good action adventure game, I guess. Fallout 4 doesn't get nearly enough hate. See, we have differing opinions here in the audience. Fallout 4 is my personal favorite game ever. So yeah, vastly, like Fallout 4 is a polarizing. Fine shooter, not a good Fallout game. Yeah, that is where I land with it too. It's kind of why 76. That's kind of why I like 76 more, because it's like And it's that same fine shooter like mechanic, fun slap game, but at least I could play it with some friends. Sediment Building brought it down for me. Come on, man. You don't. What do you want? You want like a great American novel or something? What are you expecting from these guys? If they gave you a great American novel, you know you would just put it into a paper airplane and throw it across the room and go build your shack anyway. So. Yeah, keep it simple, stupid. uh voice protagonist stole the lines from the NPCs. Yeah, but like the voice protagonist thing just sucked. I mean, that's just not. It's just not a Bethesda strong point. And we now know that. Other games can do a voice protagonist just fine, no issues. It'll make sense. It all works out. But Bethesda cannot do it. Yeah, I was thinking we could if my internet allows it, I guess we could try and watch some of this Big Boss. It's 57 minutes long. This is a long video. And I sure hope. I mean, Big Boss, if you see this, I sure hope you're okay with this. I certainly didn't ask. I'm sorry. I don't even know how to ask. But yeah. You know, I'm sure you'll be fine with it, right? She'll be fine with it. Let's check out Bethesda is worse than you thought. Now I have seen this video. It's just he uploaded it in March 2025. I probably saw it around when it came out. I was already a Big Boss fan, but I don't think I've rewatched it really, so.
The last 30 years have seen a momentous rise in the open world 3D role-playing game, and spearheading this genre, one company. Adopting new technologies,
It features all new rendering, lighting, and landscape technology.
pushing new boundaries, and breaking new ground.
Look at this, man.
And spearheading this company, one boyishly handsome man.
Real fast, we got a super chat from Spartan Possum. Hey brother, happy to see you live and enjoy everything you produce. Hope you are well tonight. Thank you. Hope you are well tonight too. Yes, Todd, the boyishly handsome
And spearheading this company,
Adam, man.
one boyishly handsome man. It had been a rocky last few years, but in late 2023, he and the team were in the final works of their next game. The biggest game they'd ever made. More content than their last two games combined, he said. Ready to sweep the Game Awards, as he was now well accustomed, he puts on his leather jacket and emerges once more. But first, we go back.
Oh, so yeah, dude, I'm telling you, my internet is not gonna let me do this. I don't know why. Yeah, this is an interesting dilemma here. We might have to do this next time. This is just. I mean, I can definitely have this fixed for next time. I knew I should have restarted it beforehand. Yeah, that's yeah. Well, we might have to postpone this, and I can like try to hit up Big Boss and see if we can get official permission too. That would be nice, right? We should do that. This is like this isn't like an average video to react to. This is a big boss video. This is important stuff here. And I'm not saying that sarcastically, by the way. This is genuinely important stuff here. So yeah, maybe we contact him. We see if we're allowed to do this. And then yeah, we can actually do it when my internet is fresh and ready to go. I might end it here, because we've been going for like 3.5 hours, I think. That seems like about what I wanted to do. I think we can re-chat a little bit more here, but yeah. Here, let's switch back to the bam. All right. Yeah, this was definitely an experience I really enjoyed. I never have. You tried turning it off and on? Yeah, if I do that, right, the issue is I won't remain connected to the stream. But yeah. This has been definitely, like I said, great experience. I'm shocked anybody I'm shocked anybody watches the videos in general, but I'm shocked anybody shows up for a stream like this. It's all very amazing to me. Never expected it in my entire life. But yeah, we will. I plan on doing this every Friday at the very least. But maybe we can even do one like in the middle of the week, like a Wednesday or something. Who knows? But like, yeah, we should definitely do more of these per week, because I think one is like, I mean, it's good like to do like a weekly stream, I think, but I think we could do two. We could definitely do two. Especially like, it was fun. I enjoyed this. Thank you to the donations, of course. All of that very much. I'm gonna have more custom alert for the other donations, because like, yeah, I just forgot to do that. It's crazy. You can like remember to do all of this shit, and then you can just forget one simple thing. And I'm gonna have the chat better. The chat down there right now is like, it's super tiny. I don't like that. Yeah. So thank you for showing up. And yeah, I will. Have I seen Project Shadowglass? I have not.
More content than their
Whoa.
last 2 games combined.
All right, of course it's going to try and start working now, but it's clearly having problems. I think if I even tried to watch it, it would just stop again. So we're going to get official permission from Big Boss, and then we will do this next week. Yes, Todd be with you, and also with you. And yeah, have a good night.